Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm so sorry for the delay. By the time I looked, it was already past the time to. I was like a minute or two to start. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't grab my water or anything. Kind of had everything else like set up and ready to go, but and I don't know. I just got like real tired. Maybe because I had just finished eating, but honestly, I'm exhausted. So much has been going on. I'm honestly just so tired. I'm kind of glad I have the next 2 days off, but honestly, the next 2 days is basically just trying to figure some stuff out uh before hopefully to get it resolved before Wednesday, cuz yeah. But that's not here or there. Today we'll be talking about the anime you see right here, the summer 2015 anime Charlotte. So as usual, I'll go through my little bit of synopsis, going through some of the characters, and then we'll go into the spoiler part. Well, I'll talk about certain episodes, favorite moments, and kind of overall what I thought about the anime, and I would if I would recommend watching it. Will recommend anyone else watching it. So, from my anime list, shows hit. It is a 13 episode anime, finished airing already. So it came out July 5th of 2015 to September 27th of the same year. So it came out on the summer of 2015. The producers for this for Aniplex, Men Munch, Minchi, Broadcasting System, Movic, Vis, Visual Arts, ASC 1, is that what? 11? Or no more numeral 1? 1? MediaWorks, Tokyo MX, and BS11. The licensors for this were Aniplex of America. The studio that did the animation was PA Works. The source is an original, so it's not based off a manga, light novel, or anything like that. Just its own original story that just happens to get a manga adaptation right away. The genre you'll find it under is drama. Wait, did I say that wrong? The genre you'll find under is drama, and that's kind of rhymed, so it threw me off. And the themes you'll also find under is school slash superpowers. So, also the synopsis from my anime list. If not for his ability to take over people's minds and body, Yu Otosaka would be an ordinary high school student. Though it only lasts for 5 seconds at a time, Yu's mysterious powers allows him to cheat his way to the top of his class and enter a prestigious high school where he continues his dishonest acts. His shenanigans eventually is stopped by Nao Tomomori. I can never say her name. I'll just call her Now. The headstrong student council president from Hoshinoma Academy, who sees through his decepts. Through coercion, now convince you to transfer to her school and join the student council. Hoshi Inoma, I can never say this, Academy is secretly an institution created for adolescents who possesses supernatural abilities, with the student council serving as a means of locating those who abuse their powers. With you begrudgingly assisting in council affairs, the group sets out to find and protect new ability users from harm. However, as they further investigate the abilities, their findings entangle them in a far more complicated matter than they could ever imagine. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. Also, I guess I can give a premise. So basically, like in this world, in this anime, basically something happened to where now kids between a certain age manifest powers. It's different for each kid, even if let's say maybe like a whole family gets the powers. Each power is going to be different. So they're not really at first not really sure what was really causing this. They just know that it's how it's something that's happened between this time not time frame age gap pretty much between his age demographic and that now the school that they the school that now is a part of basically was built in helping these students, find ways to, keep them safe from those who would want to use their powers for their own nefarious purposes. We do get like a bit of a backstory to some of the other characters. Like now, we find out later on that she had a family member who also developed powers, but unfortunately got captured by these group of people who sought out to use their abilities for their own gains, even if it meant like putting them through rigorous like torture and experiments that was like super harmful and deadly to the point that it ended up breaking that person's mind. Of course, not caring, didn't really see them as humans, just saw them as tools to achieve their goals. Seeing this, of course, she was even more determined in helping that no other people end up like her relative. But I'll go into each of the characters, and then we'll go into the story itself. So, of course, we got our main girl now, a first year student and also the student council president of Hoshinima Academy. She is hardworking, easily speaks her mind, and has a very strong personality. She has the ability to make herself invisible, but is limited to one person of her choosing at a time. She also plays a part later on in one of the episodes where her and you kind of go on like this date. I think she like kind of forced him to go on to, but she's a huge fan of this band, so that kind of also plays a role in it in her character as well. So basically, she's the girl with the white hair, that has like the two pigtails on the side. So that's her, the one with the blue eyes. Then we have our main guy, Yu, a first year student at the same academy and the protagonist of the story. He is rude, bad at studying. He usually behaves as if he were smart, but he is actually a chronic cheater. He says things which sounds clear and is a narcissist. He has the ability to take over another person's body for 5 seconds. His power also plays a big role later on, because not really sure if his powers developed or if what we are seeing is just like the very tip, like not even like maybe 5% of what his full ability is, which we'll get into that later. But like throughout the story, we find out that his power is a bit more different than even he thought it was, so it ends up playing a very huge role in kind of wrapping up the story. And even though it does end up having like huge consequences in the end, I'll just say that. Then we got Yusa Korban, first year student and the vocalist of the band Howlo Hello. She is able to speak to the dead. She can uncontrollably channel her dead older sister Misa, who occasionally possesses her. When this occurs, her appearance changes, such as her eye color turning from blue to red. So she is the girl with the yellow hair, with also kind of like the one pigtail to one side. Yeah, she's like a vocalist, so she's kind of like a celebrity. People come up to her, asking her for her autograph, fanning over her. We also find out later on that the protagonist, Yu's sister, is a huge fan of her band and a huge fan of her. So when they end up becoming like friends, working together, and like going to hang out or kind of have like meetings, she finds this out. She's totally excited and ecstatic, that he knows someone in like a very famous and popular band. But like I said, she does also have like another side to her with her ability. Well, I guess you could say she kind of has like two abilities in one, which we'll get to the other ability of her other half. But with her, she's able to speak to the dead, so that's kind of her special ability. And with it, it also it helps her communicate with her older sister that passed away. I do have synopsis. Yeah, okay. Actually, she's the next person. So we have Misa Korban, Yusa's older sister by 1 year. She died in a motorcycle accident. She's the exact opposite of her sister. She has a sharp tongue, doesn't trust people easily, and is mischievous, but really cares a lot about her sister. That's also the reason why she's now something like a ghost following her sister around. Thanks to her sister's ability, she can possess her and use her power. She only does that to protect Yusa. In Yusa's body, she can use her pyrokinetic abilities, meaning she can control fire at will. So that's why I kind of say she kind of has like two abilities in one. She has her ability to control the dead, and when her sister takes over her body, the sister can then use her ability, which was her being able to control fire. So it's pretty much like two characters in one, and each have their own separate ability. And one relies pretty much on the other, because once that ability is gone, she no longer has access to her sister, and then thus has access to her sister's ability as well. She had two friends, one nicknamed Sho. Sho was also in love with her. She remains at her sister's side, helping her when she's in trouble. Just a little bit more about Misa. Then we have I can never say this person's name. Juichiro Takaju. A first year student and member of the student council as well. He can move at super high speeds that looks like he's teleporting. However, he is not totally able to control where he stops, so he has to wear protective gear under his school uniform to prevent injuries. So there's a few times where you see him use his ability, and pretty much the whole room would just get washed by like a sonic wave of him moving so fast, and him just getting completely wrecked in the him using his powers. But like I said, I didn't say this. Well, maybe you can kind of tell already that all the powers, even though the abilities these kids have are pretty impressive, they of course have major side what's the word? Not side effects, but kind of like downsides. So like for you, even though he can control people or take over someone's body, he really only has access to it for 5 minutes. Now can make herself invisible, but only make herself invisible to one person at a time at her choosing. So it doesn't really help if she's in like a crowd of people, because maybe she can make one person not see her, but then the other people will be able to see her. So it wouldn't really work in a group setting. It works more if she's dealing with something kind of one on one. Then that's really where her ability shines the most. Yusa's ability, her kind of chilling in the dead, kind of works out is because she's able to channel in her sister, who of course has a very powerful ability of her being able to control fire. So, I mean, I'm sure her ability comes in other ways. Maybe helping her solve cases, or maybe helping other ghosts pass on from maybe any uh, what's the word? Any like lingering effects or resentment they might have from the when they were alive. And Jurichiro, his ability is also pretty cool. I mean, being able to move so fast that it looks like you're kind of just teleporting from here to there. But the fact that he has basically no control over it, has no control on where he stops. Basically, dude is just like a freight train running through wherever he goes, and injuring himself and pretty much anything in his facility as well. So it's kind of funny. So yeah, these kids all have these powers, but they all do have like major downsides to it. They don't have full control over it, and it ends up playing a big role in an episode later on. But before we get to that, well, we have to do one more other character that does play a big role in the story. That's Yu's younger sister, Ayumi. She's his younger sister. She likes stars. She's also a huge fan of the idol Yusa. And then we do have one more person that comes in a bit later into the series. Yusuke, Shunsuke, that's how you say it. Shunsuke. I won't reveal who that is just yet. Just know that he is very connected to the cast, and does end up playing a role into what ends up happening later on in the story. So let's actually just get into that. Sec. So the first episode's kind of just like bringing us into the world, explaining all these, why all these kids kind of have, not really explaining why these kids have these powers, but just that it's something that's happening, and for whatever reason, they only last up to when they are pretty much around like high school age. So once they kind of get into high school, the abilities start like slowly disappearing. So they only really have them for a couple of years. But, finding seeing that he's using his abilities for nefarious purposes, kind of like to cheat his way through life. Now, in a way, kind of forces him into joining the school, saying that it's a safe place, safe haven, for kids like us who have these abilities, to keep us out of the eye of anyone who might come after us for these powers. And kind of begrudgingly, he does end up going. If it's not just, to kind of keep up his image that he's this perfect honor roll student that can do no wrong, getting into this kind of prestigious academy. But of course, now knowing what the real purpose of the school is. And also, we also do see later, like not later on, but throughout the story that he is kind of very particular to his sister. So he'll never not do anything that doesn't involve her or making sure that she's included. Seeing that it is just them, we kind of don't know what happened to the rest of his family. But later on throughout the story, we do see that they do end up having flashback of like it looks like an older relative that you used to live with them, but they're not 100% sure on who that person is and why. So for the first like 3 episodes, they just kind of go throughout getting notifications of whenever a new person has awakened an ability, or if they just get reports that someone in an area or somewhat is using their abilities recklessly. So they go there to kind of convince them, like, hey, listen, if you do this, you're pretty much putting a huge target on your back, not just for you, but for everyone that you care about. Because if someone sees your abilities, and or or if someone like learns of your abilities and learns that you're doing this, they could target you, force you to do these horrible things just to for their own benefit. So they're like, hey, join our school, that way we can like keep you safe up until when your powers start dissipating. Then you can go back to being like a normal regular person. But if not, then you need to promise that you won't use your abilities at all until they just naturally just go away on their own. Some, of course, in the beginning, some are like, no, why should I listen to you? It's my powers. I can do what I want with them. But eventually ends up like convincing them, like, hey, like, this is really dangerous. You don't know what you could be really getting into. And like I said, eventually that does kind of end up playing later on in the story. I'm trying to see, what episode was it? Okay, it was around like episode 6. That's kind of where a big, huge turn ends up happening. So, previous episode, Yu comes back home. He finds his little sister is sick, so he decides to, stay and help her recover. But the student council ends up getting notice that someone with a very strong kind of destructive ability, um, is living in the same complex as him and his sister. So of course, him hearing this is like immediately worried for his sister. Thinking, oh, if someone has like this kind of power like this could be really bad. My sister could be in danger. So they at first go to make sure that she's not the one with the ability. They go check up on her. Don't really get anything, but still whatnot. Some of her friends from her class come over, and we do see one of the girls in the group kind of giving her like this stank eye, kind of like she's angry and upset with her. It's kind of like that scene that I just played a few minutes ago over on that you guys could see. We'll get into that, because that scene, that was wild. That was such a weird, like, not a weird twist, but it was such a twist that like threw me off when I remember when I first watching it. And even like, it's been years since I like seen the anime again, but just getting to that point and such the twist and such the dramatic effect it had was just like, it was totally crazy. So we see some of her friends, and we do see one girl's kind of like giving her like this stank eye, kind of giving her like this angry, kind of almost jealousy look. But then we also see in the group that there's this boy in like her group of friends that's like really attentive of her, really worried that, oh my god, I can't believe, I'm so sorry to hear you're sick. If I known, I would have come by to check up on you. Kind of clearly showing that he clearly maybe has like a crush on her, has a bit of feelings for her. Of course, the brother notices this, but of course, being the protective of the brother, is just like not happening. So she goes to school the next day, checks, sees the friends. Right at this point, they kind of already like cleared that she's not the one with the powers. So she goes to school, tries to go to her friends, but one of the girls that we see there. Or no, I think it was like, even though her like fever had gone down, she was still kind of sick, but still like wanted to go to school. Okay, yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what? And there she goes, meets her friends, but we see that one of the pretty much the girl that was giving her like the stank eye, tries to like separate her from the group, and especially to the boy that clearly we at this point we know kind of has feelings for her. And then when she kind of does get her away and they are alone, literally goes straight yandere on her, pretty much saying that ever since you ever since you joined the group, he's been not paying attention to me. It's your fault. You're doing something to draw his attention. I've been in love with him all this time, and yet now all he does is pay attention to you. So we find out. I they even said like they were like friends. So basically, it's kind of like childhood friends. She ended up developing feelings for him, but at this point has never like fully announced that she, or like confessed to him that she like has these feelings. But it's kind of holding inside, kind of feeling like, well, they have like a special bond, so she can like take her time to, I guess, confess her feelings. But it slowly but because she has these feelings, she noticed that he is slowly getting closer to Ayumi. So seeing this, um, she's getting more and more upset, which is crazy because, like, why are you getting upset with her? One, and it's not like Ayumi knew this and she's like stringing the boy along. No, she generally just thinks he's like trying to be a good friend, just being a good and kind person, not knowing that he actually has like romantic feelings for her. So when she like is saying this to her, kind of freaking out on her, she's like, "Whoa, wait, I didn't know. I had no idea that he felt this way. I had no idea you felt this way about him." So I'm sorry, but I wasn't trying to like step on anyone's toes or anything. I didn't know. I was just I thought we were all just friends. I had no idea you had feelings for him, and I had no idea that he, I guess, apparently has feelings for me. But of course, the friend at this point, she's so overcome by jealousy and rage, she just is like, "No, you're pretending. This is all your fault. He used to only have eyes for me. Now it seems like all he cares and thinks about is you, and I'm sick of it." Girl, like, literally just go straight like yandere, like, Gasai crazy. Pulls out a box cutter, and it's like threatening to like stab this poor girl, all because the guy that you like, you notice, ends is like developing feelings for her. But it wasn't like excuse me. It's not like you told him that you had these feelings for him. It wasn't like you guys were going out and she was like, flirting with him or anything. No, you actually have these feelings, but you never told him you had these feelings. So, of course, he's not a mind reader. He's not gonna just automatically know that, oh, one of my friends that I think is just a friend actually has feelings for me. Like, wow. So, like, yeah, literally, like, chases her up some stairs with this box cutter, like, threatening, like, pretty much saying, like, "Oh, no, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna have you, suffer this pain that I'm going through, with you, taking him from me." Which is totally wild. It's like, bitch, are you serious right now? You're here really, really willing to, and going to physically harm this girl because the guy you like, that you did not confess that you liked to, you see him developing feelings for another girl. Like, that is insane. So as she like raises up to her hand with the box cutter, ready to like slice down on her, Ayumi's abilities ends up kicking in, which they end up finding out, of course, right then, that she was the one that was giving off, this ability. But at this point, it's too late. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Basically, at that point, the crazy girl's hand is raised, about to come down and slash her. That's when her ability kicks in. It's the same ability, destructive ability that they were worried about. But with her activating it in this stressful environment moment, literally starts crumbling the area around her to the point that she ends up like falling through and ends up getting crushed by the rubble, dying. You, of course, figuring this, not really figuring out that it's her, but figuring out that this ability is activated, that his sister might be in the area, goes there, but ends up getting knocked unconscious, wakes up in the hospital in the next episode, and of course learns the horrible news that, his sister was the one with that destructive ability. It activated at the pretty much wrong time, wrong place, wrong time, and she ended up getting killed as a process of her abilities going haywire. Him, of course, hearing this, he is completely distraught because, of course, basically to him, like, this was the only family he had left. Now she's gone. He's alone in the world. Pretty much becomes a recluse, doesn't want to do anything, doesn't want to go to school. His friends try helping him, but basically kind of losing like the last kind of bit that he, kind of last person he was willing to like be himself with, show his true feelings for. So the last person he kind of fully cared about ends up becoming totally recluse. Doesn't know what to do with himself. The others tried picking him up, to the best they can. At first he's like, of course, refusing to do so, but they don't give up on him. They're like, yes, we know this is horrible. This is our fault, and we have been vigilant. We probably could have prevented this, but there's nothing more we can do. We have to move on. We have to keep going. Your sister wouldn't want to see you in this state. You have to keep going on for her. So when he does come back, some more things end up happening. Hold on, I want to kind of get to the episode that brings. Okay, I think it's like a few episodes. So, he's still kind of getting through his excuse me, getting through his sister's death, but eventually ends up coming face to face with pretty much like the answer to his prayers, pretty much. He ends up finding out that the person he's been having all these flashes with is actually a family member, not just any family member. It's actually an older brother to him and Ayumi, who had his own who has his own ability where he was able to go back in time. Pretty much, yeah, his ability was time travel. With it activating in, like, I think it was his right eye, he's able to go back in time. So, of course, learning this, coming in contact with you, hearing what happened to Ayumi, basically knowing that he can't really stay quiet anymore, approaches them, takes them to his own kind of secret hideout, where he explains kind of like what happened, kind of like how they started all this, started the academy, started all this to, help kids just like them who, who has these abilities and protect them from the evil eyes of people who would just want to use them, corrupt them, and throw them away for their own purposes and gains. But eventually does agree to help them turn back time so that they can prevent Ayumi's death. That's where they also kind of announce that Yu's ability is a bit more different than we believe. Turns out that his ability, the full strength of his ability, isn't just that he can temporarily take over people's bodies. He can also it's more like he can take the abilities of other mobility users. So with that, with that knowledge, once he does go back into the past, he goes takes Ayumi's ability from Jump before the situation happens. Kind of the situation does end up playing the kind of same way. The jealous friend confronts Ayumi again, saying that it's her fault that the guy she's crushing on isn't showing any interest in her. Chases her with the box cutter. Kind of gets back to the same situation where her hand is raised, she's about to slash her. But of course, at this time, Ayumi doesn't have her abilities anymore. So even if she would like to freak out like last time, nothing would happen that would eventually lead to her death. Instead, Yu, hiding out in a locker nearby, pops out, protects Ayumi. Of course, with him now having her ability, uses it to scare the girl. Of course, would help with the others, also kind of freak her out a bit more, and pretty much says, yeah, bitch, keep it moving. Like, if you don't want even more dangerous stuff to happen to you, keep it pushing. So, of course, he is freaked out that, this actually did work. Ayumi is safe. She didn't end up getting killed by her ability. They go back to the brother. He's, of course, happy, that they were able to fix the past, keep Ayumi safe. And they're kind of explaining more kind of what's been happening. And also kind of where we get the title of the anime, where Charlotte comes from. Basically, where these abilities have been coming from is basically, it's a comet that passed through a couple of years ago. When people inhale the particles from it, that's where they be getting these abilities. It passes through Earth every 75 years. And they also apparently said a vaccine has been prepared so that the next time the comet comes, people can get the vaccine to prevent all these ability users from popping up. But but this is kind of where things kind of take more of a drastic, not really a drastic turn, but this is where we get more into the whole these corrupt adults or corrupt organizations, finding out about these abilities that these kids have, trying to force them into situations where they could capture them and enforce them into basically being their tools. At one point, capturing Now and one of Yu's brother's friends that's it's been helping him from day one. They He even says, "Hey, listen, it's gonna work out. We have this plan. Just go there, save them. And hey, if anything has happened, you can use my time travel ability to go back and, redo it over again." Which, of course, we do find out, well, actually, not do find out, but one of the effects of the time travel is that it ends up causing the brother to start going slowly blind. So we do see him kind of walking around with a cane, since him overusing his ability kind of caused him to, um, start slowly losing just normal sight. So, but so he's like, "Hey, you take my powers, use them, and we could save both our friends and get out of the situation." But of course, things don't go the way it wants. He gets there, and when he's about to confront them and even have a power straight ready to go, one of the groups has their own ability user that ambushes him and immediately slashes his eye, preventing him from using the time ability now. With it, he activates the ability he took from Ayumi, pretty much collapsing the area around him, eventually killing all the people, but in the same way ends up accidentally killing the friend that was captured. Sorry, I keep saying I feel like supposed to be through. Yeah, he activates the ability, destroying the building that they were all in. He was able to protect himself, but the friend, I actually didn't say his name, Kama, or I think I don't know where the Pooh comes from, but he calls him Pooh, the friend. The older brother, he calls him Pooh, but basically he ends up getting impaled by a pipe when he was shielding Now from the wreckage. And pretty much everyone wakes up. He wakes up in the hospital with everything going on, and learning that he lost his last eye. The friend ended up dying, and kind of getting a mixture of people, blaming him for what happened. That if he had done better, had been more careful, this wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't have lost his ability to go back in time. He could have, and then if he had, then he wouldn't have freaked out, used the other ability that caused the ruckus, even though it did end up taking out, the kidnappers and whatnot. It did eventually end up killing, the friend that they were so desperately trying to save. So they decide, like I said, it's kind of like a mixture. Some people blame him. Some people do feel like, yeah, we did kind of force all this on him. You haven't really been with us that long, and we were kind of forcing this ability, this responsibility on you because of your ability. So that's when they end up coming with a plan to basically that sorry. Hold on. I got a bit dizzy there for a sec. So they're like, yeah, even with that, they see that the situation isn't getting any better. Things are just gonna get worse. There's still hundreds of people out there with their abilities. So even though they may be safe for now, that doesn't mean that they eventually won't get targeted again by an even more dangerous, more organized group. And that doesn't mean any people out there won't go through the same thing that they experience. That's when they decide that, and Yu agrees that basically he should go around traveling the world, hunting down all the ability users, taking their abilities. Though doing this will have negative effects on him. like slowly start like breaking his mind and whatnot, but still agrees to do it. And also I actually didn't even say that there's been a bit of a romance going between you and now. At first they didn't get off of the red foot, but spending this time together, going through this journey, learning more about each other, about their past, eventually do end up develop feelings for each other. So right before he goes, he does confess his feelings for her, making a promise, once he is done with his mission, freeing all the other people from this same fate, that they could be together, and also kind of like saving her for last. Kind of like, okay, if that's the case, then once you take everyone else's ability, come back home, so that way you could take away my ability, so that way we can live normal lives. So he does end up taking the abilities of everyone in the group first, before heading off. And in the last episode, it's basically him going around the world, stopping all these abilities, ends up getting a nickname called the One-Eyed Grim Reaper from like all these groups, being like, hey, hunting down people with abilities, basically saying, oh, we gotta be careful of the One-Eyed Grim Reaper. He's going around taking the abilities, and of course, and also he does have access to all these abilities as well. So da, 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 da. Yeah, and with it, he gains like multiple ones. Like one ability that ends up helping him like later on, and helping him cut down the abilities users is taking an ability from someone who was able to detect those with dormant powers. Um, Ends up getting also ability where he was able to like increase increase the abilities of other users, so end up using that to like further increase his powers, so he's able to take even like the strongest abilities away. But at the same time, like I said before, they basically said like, yeah, this thing, if you do this, there's a good chance this could pretty much drive you insane. It could start like breaking you down mentally, physically, and we do kind of see that bit, well, not a bit, but we did end up seeing it a lot. He ends up losing it, going through all these ups and downs of stress and insanity and just delusions. But in the end, with the promise of finally going back, being with his friends, being with the person that he cares about, ends up finishing his mission, um, taking away the last ability, but ends up getting critically injured in that, but was able to get found, sent back home. But I keep saying but I keep saying because like he does this, but then this happens, but with everything, getting the last person, getting seriously injured, he's sent home with no memories. I guess you could say that's kind of like the effect of pretty much everything that happened. He gets back and basically has no recollection of anyone. So he has no idea, he has no recollection of the promise he made to now, that they would be together. Like when he comes back, he would take away her abilities last, so that way they could both just live normal lives as normal people. But she kind of doesn't let that deter her. She does kind of pretty much not play it off, being like, yeah, you know, introduce herself, say that they're lovers, that they're together. These are your friends. These are your families. We've been together for this long. We went through this together, and kind of showing gratitude. Thank you for keeping your promise. For doing this, putting yourself at risk, and still making it back home to be with us. So at the very end, we see pretty much, and it's funny we don't see anyone else from like the group with the older brother. Pretty much we kind of see like the main group of now, you, Jiro, Yusa, and Ayumi. Pretty much there, like welcoming him back home, thanking him for what he did, and pretty much moving forward together. Now that they don't have to worry about that, and with no more power, magic users, ability users, they can all just live normal lives as regular kids without the fear of being hunted and used as nothing more than just guinea pigs for greedy, selfish people who would just want to use them and take advantage of their powers. And that's kind of pretty much where the anime ends. There is an OVA that kind of it's like set between like certain episodes, kind of just them going through the same thing of trying to find someone with abilities, working through everyday life of that, and of their own abilities as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I like I said, I definitely skipped through a lot. I went through a different bunch of episodes. But honestly, I did thoroughly enjoyed this anime when I watched it and rewatching it. Also, if you like I didn't know this when I first watched this, but going back and I learned that the person that created this anime was the same person that created another really popular anime from back in the day, Angel Beats. So if you like that, you'll probably like this. I've heard some people are kind of like, mix and mix. They do say Angel Beats is probably the better of the two, but they still thoroughly enjoy Charlotte just as well. But yeah, so that's kind of it. I definitely would, like I said, just recommend watching this. It's very interesting, kind of seeing, what they do with the powers, kind of like, um, kind of being like why it's. One thing that I thought about, and this is something that they do in like other animes. It's kind of like that whole weird like Chunibyo thing where they say it's like a phase that happens when you're in middle school, and that's kind of like what this is. Of course, with this you can kind of have these abilities can pop in earlier than that, so it's not like you get them for like a couple of years and then they're gone. I mean, you could get them whether you're in middle school and only have like maybe a year or two. You could be younger like Ayumi and probably have that until you get into like high school age. So it's kind of like that weird play on like Chunibyo, like, oh, I mean, like when you're around that age, your imagination's the wildest. You can do this and that. But when they eventually get into high school, they kind of break out of that shell. So it's kind of plays off that premise of once they get into high school, the powers start like disappearing and going away. So it's kind of interesting and in that kind of format. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, that's kind of it for the anime. Like I said, I definitely would recommend watching it. Actually, I should give you guys where you guys can watch it. I know Crunchyroll has it. I just want to give other places. Yeah, Crunchyroll, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, Disney Plus apparently has it. Roku channel, Amazon Prime, and YouTube TV. So if you have any of those subscriptions, definitely you could just watch the anime from there. But that is it. I'm not sure. I was gonna just call it, but I could probably still do it. So give me 1 sec. Let me move that, move that, move that here. Excuse me. We could bring that up. So what we could probably do like 2 or 3 quizzes. But before that, here we go. Oh, let me fix myself. There we go. So that maybe we there's still a bunch of Wuthering Waves characters showcase that I haven't done. I did Brent. I did him. So the next one is Phoebe. So we could do hers, because actually I did do the Nintendo Switch. So we could do her showcase. And then we'll hop over and do like 2-3 quizzes over YouTube, and then we'll call it. So let me get it up and ready. Pause that. Get that up. Yeah. We'll take that off. Audio. Alright, so we'll do this showcase. Then we'll do like 2 or 3 quizzes, and then we'll call it for today. So this is another Wuthering Waves. Also make this a video over on YouTube, its own reaction. So you guys can definitely check that out if you want to check out just my reaction portion of this. But yeah. So we'll be doing this one. Wuthering Waves, Resonator Showcase Phoebe, True Path. So let's see what this is about. Actually, I haven't seen this character in the game, so I'm interested in seeing what this is about.
Phoebe, take this.
Sentinel Imperator will surely send a divine envoy
Oh.
to bless you with peace and joy. Daddy.
Oh no.
Mommy.
Whoa. What the heck is that?
Just a dream.
Oh.
Hello there. Huh? Sentinel in heaven, there's still so much to do. Livia and Bruno are waiting. Better hurry up. I've gotta go.
Oh, I thought maybe that was like part of her powers, but I guess not. Okay. Oh.
Miss Acolyte Phoebe, what were you just doing? Members of the Order lead at the behest of the Sentinel. We do not fraternize with echoes. I hope
Okay.
I will never again find you violating the teachings of the Order. As punishment, your leave this afternoon will be revoked. I'm sorry. I'll be more careful.
Abdicate superfluous emotions.
Can't get too close to echoes. Can't get too close to echoes.
Okay, because she can like bond with
I'm
echoes.
So sorry, Livia. Bruno. Please, wait!
Okay, apparently she's part of some order. Whoa, what are those? Damn.
Do you know what you've done?
Dereliction of duty, practicing heterodoxy. You lack devotion and reverence for the Sentinel.
Life drifts within the sea of suffering. Set aside emotions. Let the divine envoys return to the Genesis Nexus. This is the true path to salvation. Forget them.
Okay, so she kind of sees the good side of some echoes.
They are my cherished friends. As an acolyte, I have a responsibility to protect the divine envoys. As for myself, I would never let my friends come to harm.
Ooh. Kind of reminds me of Cardcaptor Sakura with that. I mean, I'm not sure if that's a reference, but her like flying on that totally reminds me of Cardcaptor Sakura. I was right. She is. I think she's based off of Cardcaptor Sakura. That was such her thing. Oh my god, I was right. I think she's based off of Cardcaptor Sakura. That was such her move when she's capturing the cloud cards. Shut up.
You found this?
Oh, was that her parents? Aw.
Thank you.
Nah. That was wild. Hold on. Oh, never mind.
Lost Echo's frequency is over there.
Oh, they're gonna see her playing with the echoes.
Acolyte Phoebe.
Oh, never mind. Nope, go back. Don't you dare. Whoops. Wrong one. Hold on. I want to go back. I'll have to delete that part. I was right. As soon as I saw her flying on her thing like that, I was like, that looks like Cardcaptor Sakura before when she had to use the fly card on her staff and to use that to fly around. And then when she did the thing, oh, I was right. That is so cool. So she's kind of based off of Cardcaptor Sakura. As soon as I saw that, I was like, nah. I said that has to be based off of a Cardcaptor Sakura. And then as soon as she did the other move of when like she's capturing the cards, yeah. As soon as she did that, I was like, no. That's definitely her when she's capturing the cloud cards. That is so cool. Oh my god. I'm funny. It's so weird that I called it and then I ended up being right. She's totally based off of Cardcaptor Sakura. So now this makes me just want this character even more. But okay, so apparently looks like she lost her parents in a shipwreck. Now was picked up and is now working in this order, but they have very like strict rules, basically saying that she can't be friends with echoes. I guess is like her mission is just to destroy them and uphold their sacred rules or whatnot. But with everything she learns that not all echoes are evil, dangerous beings. You know, some are kind, some of her friends, some just are just going around living. Uh, but kind of like helps her through the loneliness she has of losing her family.
They are my cherished friends. As an acolyte, I have a responsibility to protect the divine envoys. As for myself, I would never let my friends come to harm.
This is so cool. Now I kind of want her even more. Now that I know she's based off of Cardcaptor Sakura. If anything, this makes me kind of want to watch the anime again. It's been so long, but I love Cardcaptor Sakura. Actually, I heard that they were supposedly bringing back Clear Card. I'm not sure.
Settle down and return to whence you came.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, her staff looks like Sakura's first staff she got when she was capturing the cloud cards and before they became Sakura cards.
Thank you.
That is so cool.
The Lost Echo's frequency is over there. Is that acolyte feeling?
Oh my god. I so love that. That's so cool. Did that like that? Yes, they did. So let's go here. Let's see. Let's see what quizzes I have set and ready to go. We could do these three. So we'll do guess the cartoon theme song. Pick your favorite anime boy, best respondos, and rate the top 100 most streamed romance anime openings. No, maybe we'll save that one for another time. Let's do. You know what? Maybe we'll do. Oh, we'll do this one. Guess the anime by the first 10 seconds. Okay, so we'll do guess the cartoon theme song, pick your favorite anime boy, best respondos, and guess the anime by the first 10 seconds. So let's do the first one. past that. So bring it up. Here we go. So it's by Silence. Guess the cartoon theme song's hard. So the audio's on, and yep, alright. Some are hard, some are really. SpongeBob SquarePants. Is this Gravity Falls? Yeah, it's Gravity Falls. I'm like, wait. Oh, I haven't seen this in so long too. Gravity Falls was really good. Themes today. And all you see, Family Guy. Movies and Beep on TV. Oh, Adventure Time. I was like, what the hell? Yep, this is Adventure Time. Oh, I haven't seen Adventure Time in so long too. Adventure Time. Come on, grab your friends. On the very distant lands. The Simpsons. Simpsons. Ooh, that's a blurry picture. South Park. Going down the side. Time. Friendly faces everywhere. The crystal gems will always save the day. Steven Universe. We will always find a way. People of this world. Oh, Futurama. Oh, Lilo and Stitch. Oh, I haven't seen Lilo and Stitch in so long. I know they made an anime for Lilo and Stitch, but I never watched it. Oh, I loved Lilo and Stitch growing up. Is this Tom and Jerry? Sounds like Tom and Jerry. I was right. Looney Tunes. Courage the Cowardly Dog? This is the. Is it the ending for it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. God, I haven't heard this in so long too. Impossible! I'm your basic average girl, and I'm here to save the world. You can't stop me cause I'm Kim Possible. There is nothing I can do. Oh, I love Kim Possible. Oh, Danny Phantom.
He's a phantom.
He was just 14. Wait. This sounds. Oh, the replacements. Oh man, I haven't seen this in so long too. The replacements. Wait, what is this? Oh, Kick Buttowski, I think. Yeah. Goof Troop? Yep. Truth, truth. What the hell? I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, this was a show? I never knew that. What is this? I don't know what this one is either. Oh, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Oh, wait. Oh, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yeah. I don't know. What show is this? Oh, you know, I never watched this. I've seen it, but I've never watched it. Oh, I don't know this one either. I was doing so good, but now I don't know. Oh, you know what? I didn't really watch that one either. Flintstones. Dabba dabba doo. Flintstones. We're the Flintstones. Here 4 days of summer vacation. Phineas and Ferb. The annual problem from our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Ooh, Dexter's Lab. Yep, Dexter's Laboratory. Mama had a cow. Dad was proud. He didn't care how. Cow and chicken. Cow. Oh, Johnny Bravo. Oh, wait. This DuckTales? The original DuckTales? Yeah, I was right. It's the original DuckTales. Ooh, Ed and Eddie. I can't whistle to save my life. Oh, I am Weasel. I am Weasel. The Green Badgers of Billy and Mandy? That's what it sounds like. Yep. Teen Titans! When there's trouble, you know who to call. Teen Titans! Ooh, Very Odd Parents. Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him demands. Ah, Fairy Parents was so good. Wait, is this Pinky in the Brain? Sounds like Pinky in the Brain. Ugh, excuse me. Pinky in the Brain. That's what it sounds like. Pinky and the Brain. Pinky and... Yep. Pinky. But Pinky and the Brain. Ooh, Dora the Explorer. Do-do-do-do-do-dora. 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 That one's longer than I thought. What is this? Oh, well, I did my usual podcast episode where I talk about. This episode was the 2015 Summer Anime Charlotte. And normally my podcast episodes run about a good 40 minutes. So sometimes I'll come on YouTube and do some of these quizzes just to like pass the time, just so I can at least make it to like maybe like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of streaming. But yeah, so we did our podcast episode, which I'll have the audio version of that. Am I alone here watching it? No. Well, you do have someone over on, Oh, wait. I think it's you, too. I mean, it looked like there's people over on YouTube, but I guess maybe we were just watching and not responding, which is fine. You don't have to respond. But, yeah. But no, it's like there's people there. Probably just watching me reminisce through my childhood. So, yeah, I figure I do like 2 quizzes with the call at night before, and then I'll have to download the episode and get the audio version of the podcast so that way I can have that up. But yeah, that's normally what I do every 2 weeks. I do a podcast episode. Those usually run about a good 30, 40, maybe even 50 minutes. And then just like maybe like another 30 minutes, depending, I'll do like some of these quizzes here on YouTube. So this one's guess the cartoon theme by Silence. So we'll do this, we'll do one more, we'll do 2 more. We'll do pick your favorite anime boy and guess the anime by the first 10 seconds. Which I thought we were almost done, but we still got like another 18 minutes of this one. So let's start over. Like, I don't think I know what this one is. I don't know what this is. Oh, see, I wouldn't have gotten that. I don't know what that is. Is this Inspector Gadget? That's what it sounds like. No, Pink Panther. Yeah. Oh, Code Name Kiss Next Door. Oh, this was my show growing up. Ooh, I'm gonna throw up my throat doing that. I love Kids Next Door. Oh. I don't know what this one is. This one's not ringing any bells. Oh, no, it's one of the Scooby-Doo's. Oh, you know funny? I watched that one. But I don't remember the opening. Chowder! You take everything that seems like fun. Swirl up and then you're done. Rada, 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 rada. Chowder was such a good show, too. Ooh, Johnny Test. You know, I've heard they've done so many different like remakes of Johnny Test since the OG one. The boy's best friend is a talking dog. Now this is Ben 10. I recognize the Ben 10 opening anywhere. His sucker suffers on his wrist with secrets that he hid. If he got superpowers, he's no ordinary kid. He's Ben 10. Oh, wait. This sounds familiar. Thanks, Stuart Tell, for the follow. Oh, what is this? Oh, Gumball. See, I would have probably gotten at the ending. Oh, regular show. This one's short, so I'll play it 3 times. That's funny, yeah, because regular show's opening is just that. Ah, regular show, so good. Foster's Home! It really is. Oh, I loved Foster's Home. I loved the movie and then I loved the show they made afterwards. Ah, such good times. Oh, Powerpuff Girls. OG Powerpuff Girls. Oh, it makes me want to go back and rewatch Powerpuff Girls, man. You know, maybe we'll talk about the anime that they made. Oh, Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Fire. Air. Long ago, the four nations lived together.
Ah, Avatar. Such a good show.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
This literally took over the TV for years when this was coming out.
Could stop them.
Totally Spies! I love Totally Spies! I haven't watched the new season that they did. I don't know. Maybe because I'm so used to the... I'm just kind of sad they didn't get the original voice actresses for Totally Spies. Wow, I watched Totally Spies for years. I grew up with Totally Spies. Damn, I don't remember most of them. I feel kind of old somehow. Oh yeah, I'm definitely showing my age, but the ones I remember. Oh, see, I never watched this one. I was like, what is this? Oh, Jimmy Neutron. No, I actually heard rumors that they were thinking about bringing this one back too, but they never did. I don't know, maybe they're still working on it. But Jimmy Neutron was so good too. Wait, what is this? Some type of spy show, but not any of the ones I'm thinking it's popping up in my head with this type of opening. Oh no, the penguins! That's what it was. I heard the bleh. The penguins in Madagascar. Oh, this sounds familiar too. What is this? I'm blanking. It sounds familiar, but I don't know the name. It's not coming to me. What is this? Oh, the Garfield show. I didn't really watch this. I saw bits and pieces of it. What is this? This Captain Planet? Oh no, but I was way off. I've never even heard of this show. Samurai Jack! Where's my Samurai Jack fans out? This show was the shit growing up. What? Yeah, another one I had no idea. Recess! I think this is Recess. I heard this bell. Yep, Recess! Ah, Recess. So good. Oh, Camp Lazlo. I remember this. Is this? Sounds like one of them Star Wars shows they... Yeah, but which one is this? This Clone Wars? Or one of the other ones they made later on? Oh no, this is Clone Wars. Okay. Oh, that's right. They did make a Mario cartoon, but I never watched it. Super Mario Super Show. I've always heard of it, never watched it. This Pokemon? Okay. The very best, like no one ever was. Catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. Ah. Oh, actually, funny enough, my mom knows this show. Jem. She loves this show. I think at one point years ago, like there was a channel that was showing this. But yeah, she loves this show. Oh, is this the Timon and Pumbaa show? Hakuna Matata. Ain't no fancy embrace. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Oh, just because it's called Timon and Pumbaa. That was the Timon and Pumbaa show. Huh. Ooh, Beyblade. This is that metal one, right? Yeah, cause the other Beyblades sound different. What was the first one called? Metal Fusion, I think. Ah, I was right. Good luck and good night. Bye bye. Thanks. Thank you for following. Ooh, Bakugan and the OG Bakugan. Well, thank you, Switch Tails, and thank you for the follow earlier too. Have a good night. Oh yeah, this is Bakugan. Oh, I love the OG Bakugan. This Invader Zim? Looks like Invader Zim. Oh no, Rick and Morty. Damn it. Ooh, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. I used to love watching this. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Once my palate for pepper pooch, but with no parachutes. What is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, what show is this? I've never seen this. Oh, wait. That opening sounded familiar. I can't remember the name. I think it's one of them kid. Oh, Lazy Town. Oh, I kicked myself. I actually watched this for a little bit. Oh, this sounds familiar too. What is this? Fudge. Oh, the Looney Tunes show. Oh shit, this sounds familiar too. Now I'm blanking. What is this what is this on? What show is this? Oh, Happy Tree Friends, that's what it was. Oh, The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. I think that's the name. It's Flapjack, I just know that. For me. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, I was right. Oh, wait. This oh, wait. Oh. The show's Clarence. I was like, the show's in my head, but I can't remember the name. Clarence. Ooh. American Dragon Jake Long. This is my show. Well, I'm bragging. The American Dragon. Ooh, the show was so good too. Wait. Oh, they said the name. Fanboy and Chum Chum. That show was weird. Oh, Fish Hooks. 9, 10, 11, 12, got a secret I can't tell. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Fish Hooks. La 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 la. Oh, Star in the Store versus the Forces of Evil. I'm from another dimension. Have a good time. Oh. I'm not sure. No, I'm blanking. I don't know what this is. Oh, Loud House. Oh, wait. Oh, the Wee Bear Bears. Is this the old one? The original or the one when they're kids or babies? Okay, no. Wait. Oh, The Emperor's New Groove. Right? That's what it's called? No, The Emperor's New School. New Groove's the movie. I don't know what this one is. It sounds familiar though. Oh, but they put anime in this. One Punch. Oh, now they put an anime. Okay, this is Death Note. Seven Deadly Sins. Right? Yeah. Wait. Blanking on the name. Toe Drama. That's what it was. It's plain to see. I wanna be famous. I don't know what this is. Sounds nice, but I don't know what this is. Oh, My Little Pony. Oh, American Dad. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. Oh, Ninjago. I actually really liked that show. Wait. This sounds familiar. What is this? Oh, Kid versus Cat. Yeah. Mm, I'm not. Sounds familiar, but at the same time doesn't. That could be the Flintstones. No, oh, the Jetsons. But this sounds different. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why. The opening sounded different to me. I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, I didn't watch this. Milo Murphy's Law. Is this King of the Hill? Sounds like King of the Hill. King of the Hill. Oh, I was right. Oh, my gym partner is a monkey. My gym partner is a monkey. My gym partner is a monkey. And the last one? Oh, that's not a cartoon. That's Big Time Rush. Let's make it straight. Don't no hesitate. Big time. What you want, what you feel, make it real. Big. I actually did enjoy watching this growing up too. Listen to your heart now, hey, hey, don't you feel the rush? Now. Okay, so that one was good. There was a few I knew. Well, there was a lot I knew, a few I didn't, and others that I just totally forgot. Alright, so that one was actually longer than I thought. So let's move on to the next one. We're from Dokin Anime. Pick your favorite anime boy. Best husbandos. Alright. So we'll make sure the audio is still on. We did a few of their quizzes. They've done a lot of good ones. Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen? Gojo, Itadori, Megami, Yuta, Sukuna, Geto, Nanami, or Toji. I gotta go with my man Nanami. I love Nanami. What they did to you was a tragedy. Ooh, Naruto. So we have Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, Jiraiya, Itachi, Minato, Pain, or Gaara. I gotta go with Kakashi. I love Kakashi. Sasuke's like a very close second. Ooh, solo leveling. I can't even say some of these names. Come on. You know I gotta go with my man Jinwoo. That man is fine. Blue Lock, because they had to mute it. I've never watched Blue Lock. But I'd say that Rin guy seems the most interested to me, so I'd go with him. Ooh, Attack on Titan. Levi, Aaron, Armin, Jean, Erwin, Rhina, Zeke, or Floachin? I'm going with Levi. No questions asked with that. Erwin's a very close second. Ooh, JoJo's. So you got Joseph, Jotaro, Dio, Polnareff, Josuke, Speedwagon, Jono, or Jonathan. I go with Joseph. Yeah, Joseph Joestar. Ooh, One Piece. Okay. You got Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Chopper, Law, Ace, Usopp, or Brook. I loved Ace. I really did. I didn't watch One Piece that much, but I really did like him. So I'm gonna go with Ace. Haikyuu. I don't know. None of the Haikyuu guys. But I'll go with... that Koro guy looks interesting, so I'll go with him. Oh, did I mute again? Ooh, Demon Slayer. So you got Tanjiro, Tomioka, Zenitsu, Rengoku, Uzui, Inosuke, Tokito, or Muzan. I gotta go with Rengoku. I'm sorry, Tomioka, but, Ooh, My Hero. Todoroki, Deku, Bakugo, Kirishima, All Might, Shigaraki, Miro, or Hawks. I'm gonna go with Todoroki. Ooh, Fire Force. Shinra, Arthur, Benimaru, Obai, Joker, Sho, Tashido, or Churon. Or Charon. I don't know how to say his name. I'm gonna go with the Benimaru guy. He looks interesting, and I've heard he's pretty badass. Ooh, Fairy Tail. It's got Natsu, Gray, Loxus, Jalal, Loki, Zeref, or Gildarts. I'm gonna go with Gray. If I'm going out of these guys. Ooh, Frieren. Dark, Singing, Ninten, Heather. I'm gonna go with number 2. He looks interesting. Let's see him the most. Ooh, Full Metal. Ooh, I gotta go with Hughes. Oh, I gotta go with my man Hughes. Ooh, Mob. Mob, Reagan, to Dimple. Psh, who's going with Dimple? I can't. I would go with Mob. Mob's such a sweetheart. Ooh, Spy Family. I was like, wait, how many guys are there in Spy Family? I'll go with Lloyd, only because, yeah. Ooh, Bleach. If they put Byakuya on here, I'm done. Ooh, they didn't, lucky bastards. I'm gonna go with Ukiura. I don't know, I always liked his design and his character. Ooh, Black Clover. So we got Asta, Yami, Yuno, Lux, Zoro, Fenro, Julius, and Noctin. I can never say his name. I'm gonna go with Yuno. Yami's very, very close. Ooh, Bungo Stray Dog. The Dazai's in here. I'm going with Dazai. Yep. Didn't even have to say it. Dazai. Ooh, Tokyo Avengers. I'm gonna go with Mikey. I don't know, Mikey's just such an interesting character. I hope they bring this show back. If not, I'll have to read the manga and see what happens. Okay, so we got Hunter x Hunter. I haven't watched it, but the Colo Lucifer guy looks the most interesting, so I'm gonna go with him. Hisoka, hell no. Burn with fire. Ooh, Free. Alright, see, this is so hard because they know what they did with this show. But I always liked Rin, so I'm gonna go with him. Ooh, One Punch. I haven't watched much of it, but I'm gonna go with Genos. Kaiji number 8. I haven't watched this one yet. It's on my list. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So I'm gonna go with. I know the first one's the main character, so I'm gonna go with him. I don't know the other characters. Ooh, Seven Deadly Sins. We got Meliodas Bond, Escanor King, Zeldris, Gulther, Esterosa, or Arthur. Oh, why they do this to me? I'm gonna go with Bond. Oh, this is so hard. Meliodas is such a close second. Ooh, Assassination Classroom. Okay. Ooh, I gotta go with the teacher. Tata Yam. I don't know how to say his name. That man. Ooh, okay. So you got Death Note. Light, L, Ryuk. I gotta go to L. I just love L. Light? Hell no. Man would just use me and then kill me. Ooh, Blue Exorcist. You know, Shima really has changed from what we learned about him. But I'm gonna go with Rin. I love Rin so much. I'm just loving his character. Ooh, Dr. Stone. You know what? I would have gone with number 6, but learning more about him from what I saw from the first season, I'm like, hell no. So I'm gonna go with Senku. At least you know what he's doing. Ooh, Chainsaw Man. Wait, that's a guy? Number 5 is a guy? That looks like a girl. Haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna go with Aki. I don't know, I feel like out of anyone, he'd be like the most like... If Miyamura's in here, yep, I'm going with my man Miyamura. I love Miyamura so much. Ooh, Yagi's a very close second though. But I gotta go with my boy Miyamura. Ooh, Vinland Saga. I'm gonna go with Thorfinn's dad, Thor's. Because I haven't watched it, but from what I saw, very good. Ooh, Hell's Paradise. I've been meaning to watch this one too. I'm gonna go with Gabi Maru. Only from what I've heard about him. Ooh, Gintama. I'm gonna. I gotta go with Gintoki, I guess. Ooh, banana fish. Actually, I've been meaning to watch this too. I would say the Lee guy seems the most interesting to me. Like, character design wise. So I'll go with him. Oh, Tokyo Ghoul. Mm, all these are really terrible people. I guess I'll go with Kaneki, I guess? Ooh, Dragon Ball Super, particular. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Trunks, Krillin, Black, or Broly. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really interested in like what they did with Broly's character in Super. So I'm gonna go with Broly. Ooh, Windbreaker. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Sakura. Yeah, the other guy with the eye patch is very close. Oh, Shokugo no Soma. Ooh, oh, this is hard. I'm gonna go with the last guy because he was very interesting from what I remember. Ooh, actually, in our next podcast episode, Seraph of the End. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Gurren. Yeah. Ooh, Gotoku Tensei. Paul, hell no. I'm gonna go with number 2. At least from what I remember hearing. He's a pretty good character. Psyche K. I only ever watched this episode anime once. I don't remember much about the characters. But, you know what? I'll just go with our main guy's Psyche. Ooh, Oshinoko. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Aqua. Ooh, Kokoro no basket. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Coco and that's one. But compared to all the other guys, yeah. Ooh, Fate Zero. I'm gonna definitely have to go with Kiritsugu. Oh, ReZero. Never watched it. I've seen clips of the Reinhardt guy. He looks interesting, so I'm gonna go with him. Oh, Massel. Another one on my list I need to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I was gonna say the number 3, but number 8 looks interesting. I'm gonna go with him until I know. Ooh, Soul Eater. Really, what was his last name? I forget that's Soul's last name. I'm gonna go with Kid. That's a kid. Ooh, Black Butler. Come on, this even a question. My man, Sebastian. I am one hell of a butler. Ooh, I haven't watched this anime yet. Another one on my list. From going based off of 5, number 3 looks interesting. Ooh, no, actually number 8. I didn't see 8. 8, he looks interesting. I'll go with him. Okay, so that was kind of it with that. So, we'll pay that. So, Ooh, actually, that last one's like 30 minutes. I don't know. My throat can do another 30 minutes. Let me see if I can find one that's kind of short. We could do this one. Wait, which way would it go? Since we're kind of in the whole pick your favorite anime boy, we could do this. Where'd it go? Here it is. Smash or Pass, Anime Husbandos, Date or Pass, Anime Quiz. We could do that. It's like 8 minutes. Alright. So, Smash or Pass, Anime Husbandos, Date or Pass. From Quizlet Hub. Anime quiz quest. Satoru Gojo, Smash or Pass. That's a smash. Not even a question. Ooh, Levi Ackerman, Smash or Pass. That's not even a question. That is a smash. Ooh, Zoro, Smash or Pass. I'd say smash. Okay, I'm. Ooh, why are they doing this to me? Lower for the smash. Come on, that's not even a question. Ooh, Sunjin, why are they doing this to me? This is a smash. Come on. Ooh, Sasuke from Naruto. That's a smash. I will admit, I was definitely one of them girls growing up who had a crush on Sasuke. Aaron. I'm a pass. No, not really my type. My boy Kirito. That is a smash. I love Kirito. I don't care if anyone says I love Sword Art Online. Ooh, Gilgamesh. He's an asshole, but he's a hot asshole, so that's a smash. Ooh, Spike Spiegel. That's a smash. 100%. Shoya Hinata. That's the dude from Haikyuu. Don't know anything. I'm a bass. Oh, Jalal. From Fairy Tail. This man is fine. I'm gonna have to smash. Urza's a very lucky woman. I'll just say that. Hetsuru Huro. Don't know anything. Gonna have to pass. Sorry. Oh, Inuyasha. Character-wise, not really my type, so I'm gonna pass. Sorry. I love the show. Oh, Jinshi from Apocalypse Diaries. This man is gorgeous, so definitely a smash. I'm sure everybody else in the show couldn't relate. Oh, that is a smash. That page looks so weird. Sebastian, that is a smash as well. Denji from Chainsaw Man. It's gonna be a pass. Mikey! Tokyo Revengers, that is a smash! Oh, Luffy. I don't know. That'd be a pass. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't really see myself. Geto. This is before or after he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? I'd say smash. Ooh, Edward from Full Metal. Yeah, you smash, yeah. Shoto Todoroki. That's a smash as well. Oh, Sting from Fairy Tail. Not really my type. Gives off Natsu vibes, so that'd be, I don't know. That's a hell no. That's a kill with fire. Not happening. That's a pass. Ooh, see, now that I can do Gray, that's a smash. 100%. Oh, Yamato from Loving Yamato. Oh, this is a smash. I can't wait for the movie that I think they're making for this. Oh, Hitsugaya from Bleach. Oh, that's a smash too. Subaru, that is a pass. Not happening. Ooh, Sakura from Windbreakers. That's a smash. Oh, Ishigami from Love is War. You know what? Actually, this character was pretty funny, so I'm gonna go with Smash. I don't know who this is. I like his design though, but it looks, I don't know. I'm a pass. I don't know who that is. Bond! Best Smash. Smash, 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 smash. Hawks? Hmm? Yeah, I guess yeah, that'd be a smash as well. Dragon! That's a smash too. I knew it! I knew I was gonna find Byakuya eventually. Byakuya! That is a smash! I love this man! I love when they did this new design. Oh, it's so good. Oh, Haru from Free. Yeah, I guess that'd be a smash. That's the dude from Freerin. I said smash on the other one, so yeah, smash. Looks like what's interesting. Tengen. That is a definite smash. Oh, the bottom lower guys? Hell no. Those guys are a pass. Those are a kill with holy water. But those guys are all nuts. You know! That is a smash. Ooh, Itachi. That's a smash too. Haha. That is a definite smash. Saitama? You know what? I thought I liked him more when he had his hair, so I'm a pass. That sounds horrible, but Toji Fushiguro, that is a smash. Everyone is fiending over this man. Shomer, that's my smash. There we go. I knew it was gonna be here somewhere. If you had Inuyasha, you had to put his brother. Oh, I haven't watched his anime yet. I'm a pass, only because I don't know about this character yet. Meliodas! That is a smash! I love Meliodas so much. Kakashi! That is a 100,000% smash! Bakugo? That's a pass. Absolutely not. Oh, now for me from Rising Shield Healer. Okay, I'd say smash. I think that was the last one. Yep. Alright. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Like that one too. Alright, here we go. And alright, so that is it for me tonight, you guys. Do I have it up yet? Give me 1 second, I need to check something. No, over here. No, I don't have it up yet, so I need to do that. But yep. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for everyone who came. Thank you, Sewer Tales, for the follow over here on Twitch. Give me a sec. There we go. I think I did it, but still, some of that thing be delaying. But thank you so much for everyone who came and watched. Whether you're watching me here on Twitch or YouTube, remember I do simul stream on either. I simul stream on both. So you can check me out on either or. So well, that's pretty much it. So I'll have like the audio version of the podcast up by sometime tomorrow. So you guys can definitely look forward to that. Tomorrow also we will I'm off, so we will have a stream tomorrow, kind of making up for the previous stream I canceled last week. So with that, we'll hop into some more Weathering Waves, pick up from that story from where we stopped. I've done a few things. I pulled for a few characters. I was trying to get some of the new ones, at least like the new one that's out. But you'll see tomorrow what I ended up getting instead. But so we'll probably just pick up from there, do more quests and whatnot. But and then I also have the schedule up for the week up, so you guys can definitely check that out as well. So see, whatever day I'll be streaming, if it's something that catches your interest, I'll just let you know that we'll definitely be doing some more Persona 4, maybe some more Weathering Waves, and who knows, maybe we'll do another game. I do kind of want to rotate games, but I do know Persona is a very, very long game. It's one of them ones that could take you a good while to do. So, who knows? But, yeah, so that's kind of it for me. I'm gonna head out. Again, thank you so much for everyone who came. Hope everyone had a great day, night, evening, wherever you are. You guys stay safe. And until then, oops, actually, I have my wrong music up. Put that off. There we go. Yep. That's it for me. See you guys next time. Bye.